Welcome to the digitallifestyle.com show.
Thanks for sharing. I'm very happy to be here.
So would you like to introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, my name is Howard Lee. I am the regional manager for the UK market, and I represent FaceVsion Technology. We're looking to build the market for HD video communications for the mass consumer.
That's really good. Well, we're actually taking part in a two-way HD video call at this very precise moment in time, and which obviously people on the podcast can't see, but we'll put a video up about this as well. And you're in Taipei, I'm in Peterborough in England, and the quality's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, right now I couldn't imagine it being any better than this, and we're just on our typical office internet connection.
Yeah, and I'm connected to Virgin Cable in the UK, so it's quite a fast connection, but not extremely fast. The interesting thing is we're actually running you on a 50-inch screen here, so that would show up any imperfections. It's probably bigger than you actually want to be seen, but it's quite impressive.
Yeah, up to you guys.
So what we're actually using here is the FaceVsion N1, is that correct?
Yeah, we're using, I'm using the FaceVsion TouchCam N1, which is this little guy right here, just to show it to you guys.
Yep.
Which is widely available in the UK already.
And that's a high-definition camera, widescreen?
Yeah, so right now what we get is high definition 720p 1280 by 720 resolution, and we're actually streaming this over the internet using Skype HD.
Right. So this works just with Skype?
So we also work with other IMs as well, the camera itself, but primarily for Skype HD, definitely that's your best experience.
So the camera itself has obviously got very good quality lens on it, very good picture quality anyway. Does it have any other clever tricks to help with the HD processing?
So primarily what we see is, we do use a glass lens. So, it has glass and plastic inside. Just the natural elements of glass will, emit more light, thus producing better color and better, more clear quality image that you're enjoying right now.
Okay.
We also, for the lens, we also has a very wide field of vision. So we're talking about 78 degrees. If classic 28 millimeter wide angle, 74, 75 degrees. So we're talking something up to 78 degrees. And the reason we consider this is because we want to consider people being able to fit everybody in the field of vision of the camera.
That's
so,
right.
Whether you're families or just small meetings or something like that, we take that into account.
I can certainly see it working very well for family gatherings. It seems to be the perfect camera for people sitting on the sofa watching in front of the TV and the camera on top of the TV. It seems to work really well for that.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely encourage people to use the camera for living room usage as well. And the video quality is fantastic.
So is there any sort of compression actually happening in the camera to achieve the quality over the limited bandwidth?
Yeah. So as for high definition, high resolution video, HD video, typically, as you watch movies or something, if it's just, typical, the image data itself is very large. So in order to get that down for where our internet bandwidth can handle, we really need to compress that image data. And so what happens is, there's a very popular format called H.264 that we utilize here. And what we have inside the N1 is a encoder, H.264 encoder, specifically for making that high resolution video much smaller and being able to throughput it over the internet.
Excellent. So the camera's doing a lot of the hard work, taking it away from the processor on the PC.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, typically, if, on a Core 2 Duo 2G or something like that, when we use the encoder, it'll offload, up to, 50% of the effort that would have taken if we were just using pure software to do that.
Okay, that's really good. I know when we're talking about people, a lot of our listeners have things like media centers under the PCs, and they're not under the TV, and they're not totally high power devices, but this would work well with them.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is what we think is the real key feature for enabling HD video over the internet as well. Due to bandwidth and CPU constraints, we need to get it smaller, and we need to offload the CPU resources to something else that can actually crunch the data.
Okay, so the other thing which we've been very impressed with the camera has been the audio quality. The last couple of our shows we've actually used the microphones in the camera to record rather than our own desk microphones because they've been so good. So what have you actually done to make that magic happen?
So what we've done is basically there's two microphones going on in the TouchCam N1. The dual unidirectional microphones, and actually, to be honest, this is something that was we worked with Skype in detail about. So Skype has an algorithm called beamforming, which is a signal processing technique that combined with two microphones, because beamforming requires more than one microphone to do. And what happens is, what comes along is it basically detects where the signal is coming from and is able to filter all the surrounding noise so that it can concentrate on the area that we desire. So we cancel out the interference, we filter out the noise, and what you get is a crystal clear, crisp sound that you get to hear.
Excellent, and it's as people have heard over the last few weeks on the recordings, it's definitely improved my voice, which takes some doing. And I'm listening to you; you're incredibly clear, considering the distance you're coming from.
Yeah, we make it a point that video is great, but we can't neglect the audio. So people, whenever you're doing long distance calls or whatever over the internet, a common complaint is that I can't hear the other side clearly. And so we've taken steps to resolve that.
Okay, so just practical things on the FaceVsion. It's a USB camera, plugs in. It's just so it's USB 2.
Yeah, it's just a standard USB 2.0 camera. You don't even need to install any drivers or anything. As long as you have Skype installed, then you can just go right away. Go in right away and get the HD.
And it's got a very nice, convenient tabletop and TV top mounting on it at the base of the camera, which I thought was very, very well done. So, in terms of, you say no software required. In terms of versions of Skype, what versions of Skype does this run with?
Oh, it runs with Skype 4.2. That's the first version that it works with, and then it works also with the new release Skype 5.0.
Okay, because I did see something on your website saying it wasn't working with one version. Was that in between the 4.2 and the 5?
No, we're just having there's some updates so that once we update the firmware, it'll run just fine.
Okay, great. And it certainly works. We're working on 4.2 and it's working spectacularly well here, so that's really good.
Yeah, no, you look clear as day too.
It's amazing how technology moves on, and the fact we can actually have this conversation over two halves of the world is quite astounding, and the quality, as you say, is brilliant. Now, obviously, this is one of several projects you've got. So the FaceCam N1 is the only high definition one you do, or do you do another version, other FaceCam cameras as well?
Yeah, so
FaceVision, sorry.
We do have another line of, we have some other cameras in our lineup. Currently, the FaceVision TouchCam N1 is what we've released in the UK at this time. We're looking forward to getting into some, releasing more and more high definition video cameras to the market in the upcoming year.
So is there anything you can tell us about what your future plans are, or is it all under the wraps at the moment?
No, I mean, as far as, the N1 is a great camera, it's a very, but it's categorized, it is for a more high-end user, we really take that into account. So we do want to expand for everyone to be able to enjoy this product.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time today. It's been a really good experience, and hopefully people will see on the video that the quality of this call has been absolutely fantastic. So all the plaudits to you there. It's a really good product. Thank you.
No, thank you, Gary. I appreciate your time, and please get that camera out there and enjoy the HD video quality with whether your colleagues or your family.
Yeah, we certainly will, and we'll put some more details on the show notes for this podcast about how to get hold of the FaceVision and where you can find more details about it. And if anybody's got any questions, they'll obviously can email into the podcast and we'll pass them on to you, and hopefully you'll be able to answer them for us.
Great. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Gary.
you.